We start by dividing the dough into 1.5 pound portions. This dough is mixed with a 14-hour poolish and 70% hydration rate. It also has a 3-hour fermentation with a punch and fold at every hour. In this video you will see a pre-shaping, a final shaping, and the scoring of the bread prior to going into the oven. Okay, let's start with the pre-shape. I pat the dough out a little, and I stretch the edges in towards the middle and give it a light round on the table. I use the table's friction to stretch the outer surface down towards the bottom. Let's watch that again a few more times. After the pre-shape, you let the dough rest on the bench for about 10 minutes. You can go up to as much as 20 if you wish. While the bread rests, I prepare the brat forms for the final shaping. The brat forms are then liberally sprinkled with rice flour. Rice flour works very well at preventing high hydration doughs such as this from sticking to the brat form. The final shape is almost identical to the pre-shape, except this time you get to round it off a little tighter. The final shape, or boule, then goes into the brat form with the seam up. Don't use too much flour on the bench when doing the final shape. Too much flour will give you little or no friction to aid you in helping you achieve that nice surface tension you want in the final shape. Let's get a closer look at this. Just as we did with the pre-shape, we stretch the outer edges in towards the middle, and then turn it seam down, and then using the friction of the bench in a circular motion, we stretch the outer surface from the top down towards the bottom. After proofing for an hour at 70 degrees, we're now ready to bake the garlic Asiago Rosemary bread. I dust the sheet pans with rice flour and then carefully remove the boules from the brat form. I like to use a French lame when I'm scoring my bread. French lame has a curved blade to it, and I find it easier to manipulate while scoring. You can also use a serrated knife if you wish. Now in scoring, I make sure that the curved edge of the blade is facing towards the center of the boule. Each score is done about 1/3 from the edge of the boule, and the length of the score is about 2/3 the diameter of the boule. Let's get a closer look. I like to use the circular flower lines from the brat form to help guide me when making my cut. Notice how I turn the blade so that the curved edge is towards the center of the boule. Also, I make sure to hold the blade at a 45-degree angle. With that, we conclude the shaping and scoring technique of garlic Asiago rosemary bread.